Nail stared in disbelief at the unexpected smoothie on the table. What is this? And where did it even come from? She thought, baffled. Nearby, a colleague leaned in and asked casually, "Working late again today?" "It's the weekend," someone chimed in. "Why don't you take it easy and head home?" But Nail shook her head. "I won't be done until midnight. I've already had 3 meetings with Hanseong's PR team today." Her coworker whistled. "That's a lot." Nail sighed. "And Mr. Kwon was at all of them." "That sucks," another muttered under their breath. "Oh, it was a complete mess," Nail added, exhausted. "He's young and already successful. You'd think he'd be more relaxed, but he's only getting more uptight." Someone near the back mumbled, "They say the richer you get, the greedier you become." Suddenly, a few of them looked around. Plus, had Mr. Kwon overheard? Trying to play it off, one of them changed the topic abruptly. "Anyway, let's just talk about random stuff until he leaves, right?" Another joked, "Well, at least Nail will be going home with a full stomach after hearing producer Kim complain so much. He's been miserable lately." Then, someone suggested, "Why don't you take Lee Sungji from the editorial design team instead? The guy can seriously hold his liquor. Director Kim loves him for that." Lee Sungji. Nail raised an eyebrow. "Yeah, the guy who sits next to you," came the reply. "Oh, that guy," she groaned. "Don't even get me started. He and I are the reason Director Kim was so riled up today." "Why?" "He said we're going out for a team dinner, just the 2 of us." Another coworker whispered, "He just finished washing his vegetables, right? He's not stalling in the canteen because of us, is he?" "Wait, what's he still doing in there anyway?" someone asked, frustrated. "We can only talk so much nonsense." "Half of their team is on maternity leave," one of them concluded. "It's pretty obvious those 2 are going on a date." "There's only 1 man and 1 woman left in that department," another nodded. "It makes sense." Apparently, Director Kim had begged to join them for dinner and was rejected, hence the dinner rumor had spread like wildfire. "But was Sungji always into older women?" someone asked. "He's still here. And is that a smoothie he's blending in the canteen? That's kinda terrifying." No one could find the right moment to leave. "They're only a year apart, though," someone pointed out. "That's barely a difference." "So, they're practically the same age. Don't they look good together?" Nail suddenly stiffened. Mr. Kwon was still within earshot. "Crap, did he hear me say the meeting was a disaster?" "Well," another whispered, "at least I didn't call him greedy." That was someone else. They all sat quietly, trying to act normal. "But seriously," someone pushed on, "Nail could do better. That artsy guy? He seems like a player, but a lot of women go for that type." "True. He's popular. Remember Sujong? She hit on him the moment she joined, but he turned her down." "That was him." "Yeah, I'm sure." So something really might be going on between those 2. Everyone's been gossiping. But doesn't Nail already have a boyfriend? The one with the same name as Director Kim? Nope. They broke up a while ago. Just then Mr. Kwon walked by. "Good work." Thank you. Have a good evening, Mr. Kwon." As he left, one of the coworkers leaned toward Nail. "Are you heading out now?" "In a bit," she replied. "Nice. I heard you're going on a date with Sungji after work." "That's the 3rd time I've heard that today," she muttered. "Or the 6th if you count the texts I've gotten." "So it's true?" "It's just a rumor," she said firmly. "Really?" "Yes. People gossip too much here." Still, the coworker teased, "You should really consider dating him." "What?" "I mean, don't you think he's pretty cute? He's good-looking, fit, clearly takes care of himself." Nail groaned. "I already have enough to deal with. I need to shut these rumors down before they spiral even more." "You've never dated someone younger, right? That's what's bugging you." "Office romance can be messy, I get it. But our company doesn't care about that." "I'm not being cautious. He's not a candidate or anything. Just give guys like him a chance." "I'm telling you, it's not like that. Besides, Sungji isn't even interested in me." "Are you sure?" "He probably hates me," she muttered. "I've scolded him so many times over his sloppy work." "Ah, poor Sungji. Why do you keep saying things like this?" Because you two are just too cute. I'm leaving now. As she walked away, drained from the endless gossip, Naugh sighed. Everyone's been in my business all day. Her phone buzzed. A message from Sungji. She glanced at it quickly. This doesn't mean anything. He just told me to be quiet in the office earlier. Still, she checked to see if he had anything more to say. And maybe, just maybe, she was hoping for something else entirely. Naugh nervously checked her phone. Sang-gun's office wasn't far, and since he'd texted 40 minutes ago, he could already be nearby. Maybe even outside the building. She froze. If she left with Sungji for their team dinner, there was a high chance they'd run into him. And Sang-hoon, in his usual reckless manner, would definitely do something embarrassing. The last thing she wanted was for Sungji, or anyone from the office, to witness that kind of disaster. But if she went out alone, that meant dealing with Sang-hoon herself, and frankly, she didn't want that either. Still, she reminded herself, I'm an adult. I should handle my own problems instead of relying on others. Just then, Sungji approached. Are you done revising the Baeksan project? What? She blinked. The Baeksan project, Sunbae. Looked like you were shutting down your computer. Oh, I already turned that in earlier, she said. Sungji hesitated. So, were you waiting for me all this time? Naugh faltered. She didn't feel like explaining. Actually, yeah. I was. Sorry. Sungji gave a small smile. Well, since you're waiting anyway, can you wait just a little longer? She glanced at the time. What time is it now? He looked concerned. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you upset? What? No. Why would I be upset? You just sounded kind of short. Your tone isn't usually like that. No. I'm fine waiting. I just wanted to know how much longer you'll take. Relieved, Sungji explained. The source files in the video got corrupted. The video team says they're too swamped to fix them all, so I said I'd help. You're fixing all of them? They begged me, but it shouldn't take long. Maybe 20 to 30 minutes. All right, Naugh nodded. I'm sure you can handle it. I'll wait for you outside then. But it's warmer inside. I just need to stop by the drugstore for some makeup. I'll be nearby. Naugh looked at him amused. You're interested in stuff like that? Yeah. Let's go together. She chuckled to herself. He may not be great at his job, but he's a good guy, just completely oblivious. Still, she said, you still have work to do. If I wait, we'll both waste time. Oh, good point. Let's be efficient, Sungji. Okay. I'll call you when I'm done, Sunbae. All right. See you later. Good work. As she watched him leave, anxiety crept in again. Forget Sungji. If Director Kim or his crew spotted her with him, they'd start gossiping all over again. She glanced at the clock. 4 unlucky number. But that's just superstition, right? Then came a voice. Are you clocking off? Nail's heart sank. It was Mr. Kwon. Why is he here? Maybe 4 really is unlucky. She forced a smile. Oh, you startled me. I wasn't expecting you. You looked more fascinated than surprised, he said, eyeing her sharply. Why is he so handsome and so frustrating? She thought. He stepped closer. I told you not to act like this in the office. People are watching. Act like what? Like this. You look strange right now. Just then, the elevator arrived. Nail panicked. I don't want to ride with someone worse than Sungji. I'll catch the next one, Mr. Kwon, she said quickly. Train, he raised an eyebrow. I mean elevator. But why? I usually avoid the one on the right. I've seen you take it plenty of times in the morning. That's when I'm in a hurry. Just get in already. And why don't you like this elevator? I just don't. That's why I avoid it. He raised a brow but stepped in. See you later then. As the doors started to close, he smirked. Since you're so fond of this elevator, why don't you continue the fascinating tale of your preferences? Muttering to herself, Nail stepped into the left elevator. I always take this one when I leave work. I prefer things on the left in general. How progressive of you, he teased. Thank you, she replied dryly. I used to be left-handed. My conservative family made me switch. You do know none of this makes sense, right? Why does no one else get on the elevator when I'm with him? He interrupted her thoughts. So, why were you trying so hard to avoid this elevator when you were going to see me on the first floor anyway? Damn it. I said that out loud. So, you thought you could avoid me completely by taking a different elevator? He looked at her intently. Why does he suddenly care what I'm doing? It almost feels like he's interrogating me. Could he somehow sense something about Sang-hoon? Like when he grilled me about that text? No, there's no way he's jealous, right? Answer me. Nail straightened. Well, I also didn't want to ride with you.
He smirked.
How cheeky. Are you trying to make me kiss you in the lobby? EW. I'd rather die. Oh, come on. A little embarrassment is better than death. I'm saying I'd hate it that much. It's a figure of speech. But you told me to take your words literally. You never listen to me anyway, Mr. Kwon. That's true. He's seriously pissing me off. Finally, the doors opened. We're at the lobby, she muttered. Get home safely, Mr. Kwon. She tried to speedwalk away. Wait, he called after her. This wasn't good. Nail felt tense. Sang-hoon could be lurking somewhere in the lobby. He could jump out at any moment and cause a scene. She was about to leave the building, but her companion asked about her car. I'm leaving it in the parking lot, she replied. I see. Then why don't you head out first, he suggested. Why do you keep trying to send me away? Nail snapped. I already told you. I don't want to spend another second with you. Then you can just leave first, Miss Kim. If I do, you'll follow me like some creepy stalker. She clenched her jaw in frustration. Why was he being so stubborn now of all times? He hadn't contacted her when she was expecting it, and she definitely wasn't looking forward to it. Not at all. Or so she told herself. Kwon raised an eyebrow. Look at you getting ahead of yourself. That's kind of cute. He smiled. I'd love to chase after you and meet your expectations, but I'm actually not done with work yet. He reached out, touching her out of the blue. Nail flinched. I told you not to touch me like that, especially when we're at work. And I told you to be quiet at the office, Miss Kim. I am quiet at the office. I don't talk about personal stuff. I keep my voice low, and I always dress professionally. Well, except when I'm around you, Mr. Kwon. He smirked. I like the sound of that. You say you don't chat about anything personal during work, but maybe it's time you reflect on your behavior a little more objectively. Nail frowned. I wasn't talking about anything personal. If you say so, he replied, still amused. Suddenly, a feeling struck her. It was familiar. The same kind of atmosphere that surrounded them when they worked together, especially when she couldn't figure out what he was upset about. And it wasn't like he was trying to get a confession out of her. He was thinking about something specific that had clearly ticked him off. Ugh, she thought. This is so irritating. He gets annoyed by everything. But she didn't have time to deal with that now. Her top priority was to find Sang-hoon, who could still be lingering around the building. I'll reflect and repent and fix my behavior once I get home, she promised herself. Mr. Kwon didn't look convinced. That didn't sound sincere at all. I'll try to be more objective, Nail muttered. Anyway, I'll be going now. Why are you trying so hard to hide this from me? He interrupted. Hide what? She hesitated. Could he be talking about Sang-hoon? I was going to look the other way, Kwon said calmly, because I thought it was kind of cute how hard you were trying to hide that you're meeting up with him. But now I'm not sure whether you're worried about my reaction or his. So he did know. You knew this whole time? Wouldn't it be weirder if I didn't, he said.
No.
It's weirder that you do. He went on. Everyone at the office has been talking about you and him, Miss Kim. Everyone? But how? How would they even know about this? I'm surprised you're asking, how, when you sat back and let the rumors spread. I didn't even know there were rumors. Oh God, she thought. What did Sang-hoon do this time? Nail felt herself spiral. She couldn't believe there were rumors at the office about her and him. All because of Lee Sang-hoon. If she hadn't been so nervous and distracted, she would have realized something wasn't adding up. But her mind was consumed with one thing, getting rid of her ex who was haunting her workplace like a ghost. Her thoughts turned dark. All I want is to destroy that bastard. You sure are determined to play dumb, Kwon muttered. I wasn't secretly trying to meet up with him. I just didn't want the office to know about it. That bastard. There's nothing between us. Nothing I'd be worried about. And for the record, I'm not worried about you either, Mr. Kwon. This has nothing to do with you. I wasn't trying to keep it a secret because of you. Kwon's voice lowered. Then who are you worried about? Myself. Isn't that obvious? She snapped. I'm the one who's important here. That's why I kept it quiet. I was afraid something like this would happen. That idiot would embarrass me. So, he embarrasses you that much? Do you know how humiliated I am right now? She was spiraling. I have no idea how I'll face the office tomorrow. I'll die of embarrassment. You've been showing your face just fine this whole time, he said dryly. She clenched her fists. I can't believe rumors are spreading because of him. I won't let him get away with this. I swear I'm going to kill that bastard. Is it really that embarrassing? Kwon asked. You can go now, she said stiffly. I'm leaving. He held onto her wrist. Could you let go, Mr. Kwon? I just wanted to say goodbye. Enjoy the team dinner. Why are you picking me up like I'm some kind of object? She snapped. Well, you're rude enough to cut your boss off while he's talking, so I thought this would be a courteous response. Just say goodbye and let me go. Have fun out there. I'm not going out to have fun. You know how serious this is. Then call me in 2 hours when you're done. I won't need 2 hours. I'm not giving you a ride home. What? Just call me. With that, he stepped away.
So he really had more work to do, she realized.
Maybe this meant he wouldn't run into Sang-hoon after all. She looked around. He's not here. She'd expected him to be spying on her from somewhere nearby. That would have been typical of him. Where is that idiot? He should have arrived at her office by now. Could he have gotten lost? Of course, she thought. This is the same guy who can't tell the front entrance from the back. She rushed to check the other entrance.
He's not here either.
Where the hell is he? Naugh. A voice said quietly. She froze. I'm here. I'm here, Sang-hoon said quietly. Naugh frowned. You said you'd wait in front of my office. He scratched the back of his head sheepishly. Yeah, I always get lost around here for some reason. It's because you never even try to remember where it is, she replied unamused. Don't say that. You'll hurt my feelings. Fine. Then I'll just say the truth. You're an idiot. Naugh, he muttered, reaching out. Don't touch me. Her voice was sharp. You've spent all week getting drunk, cursing me out and sending me garbage texts. Don't even try to defend that. But that's because... Because what? She cut in. Did I ask you to drink? Did I ask you to flood my phone with nonsense? I never harassed you, he murmured. You know that. How could I ever harass someone I like? You like me? She scoffed. Then check your phone. All the proof is right there. You jerk. There was a pause. Did you just call me a jerk? He asked, stunned.
Yeah.
What about it? No, never mind. You can call me whatever you want, he said with a bitter laugh, squeezing her wrist. I'm okay with all of it. Well, I'm not, she shot back. I don't want to see your face or talk to you ever again. Let go. I will if you admit I didn't harass you. What the hell is wrong with this guy? Naugh thought. He seriously wants me to say he didn't harass me? That's his priority right now? Ow, she yelped as he pinched her. Wow, Sang-hoon chuckled. You're really letting the curse words fly now. You must have worked so hard to watch your language around me all this time. That's because you pinched me out of nowhere.
She yelled.
I wasn't cussing at you. I was just caught off guard. Really? Most people say my pinches just tickle.
Who told you that?
What do you mean? He asked, eyes narrowing. Did you already find someone else? What the hell are you talking about? I'm asking if you're dating a new guy already. Is that why you're acting like this? His voice cracked. I should have known. Why are you jumping to conclusions? She asked, exasperated. Is that why you've been ignoring me? He said, voice low. I begged you to answer just once to let me talk to you in person. If you didn't want to, you could have at least said so. I kept begging like a madman for a second chance. So you knew you were acting like a madman. That's because you wouldn't reply, he shouted. Are you even listening to me? You could have just acknowledged the texts. If you didn't want to see me again, you could have just said so. Fine, Naugh said coldly. I never want to see you again, Lee Sang-hoon. His face twisted. The hell? I wasn't saying you should do that now. How long are you going to keep swearing? Why are you acting like some teenage delinquent? Damn it, screw this. Naugh stared at him.
Wow.
So that's how it is, huh? All of this, because of some guy. He's acting like I cheated on him, she thought. I'm not dating someone else. Well, she admitted to herself, I did sleep with someone. But even so, who is he to hold it over my head? What does that have to do with you? She snapped. Are you serious right now? I'm your boyfriend. We broke up, Sang-hoon. It's none of your business who I see now. You're acting like this because of that bastard, aren't you? That's why you've changed. That's right. Because people never change unless there's a man involved, she said sarcastically. You wouldn't suddenly change like this otherwise. Do you have amnesia or something? She yelled. You're the one who dumped me. He gritted his teeth. Just answer the question. How dare you bark orders at me after begging to see me? She slapped him.
Ow.
Damn it. And that's for spreading rumors about me at work. Have you lost your damn mind? You're the one who's lost his mind, she said coldly. And you deserve that. Don't ever show up at my workplace again. Then what about your apartment? He asked darkly.
Go ahead, she said.
If you want to get arrested. Arrested? You'd really call the police on me? I get that you're upset, he said, softening. So, I'll try harder from now on. What the hell is he even saying? Naugh thought, stunned. We just needed a break. Now, we can start over. What are you talking about? We're done. We've been broken up since the moment you ended things. I can understand if you got briefly interested in someone else while we were on a break. I don't need you to understand anything, she said firmly. Oh, so you have been seeing someone, he sneered. What is going on with him? Why does he keep flipping between angry and pitiful like this? I mean, he mumbled. I'm used to it. I've always liked you more anyway. So I'll try to be more understanding. I'll try harder to be a good boyfriend.
No.
That won't be necessary. Wait, were you seeing that guy before we broke up? Pick a lane, she snapped. Either keep acting like a thug or stick to your fake innocent act. Ugh, forget this, he shouted. I won't forgive you if you're cheating on me. Stop cussing at me already. He let out a pained scream as she hit him again. Naugh stood frozen, her heart sinking. She was certain the man watching from across the street had seen everything. The chaos, the shouting. There was no way he'd missed it. The look on his face said it all. Of course, he'd be enjoying this train wreck. That sociopath probably found it entertaining. This was her worst nightmare unfolding in public. Let go of me, she demanded. But Sang-hoon gripped her tighter, his voice desperate.
No.
I'm never letting go of you again. Over my dead body. Oh, really? She snapped, eyes flashing. Then I'll just have to shove you into traffic. He looked stunned. You're doing this because you found someone else, right? That's it, isn't it? You don't need me anymore. She pushed him hard. I warned you, she said coldly. Let go if you want to live. He stumbled, shock plastered across his face. You actually shoved me into the street? She rolled her eyes. Unbelievable. Pathetic. Her heart was still racing from the near miss. She couldn't believe she'd ever dated this man. And now, someone else knew just how pitiful he truly was. Let go of me, Sang-hoon, or I'll push you again. Don't test me. Muttering profanities, he clung on. Just answer one thing. Did you cheat on me or not? He was relentless, now clinging, now accusing. His behavior flipped every second. She suddenly remembered something. Crap. I had a team dinner with Sungji. I totally forgot. That name must have triggered him. Was it him? Was it that bastard? Sang-hoon shouted. She barely reacted as he yelped, clutching his leg after she retaliated. You kicked the same spot again, he cried. It's gonna bruise. She grabbed his arm, dragging him away. Where are we going? What are you doing? He protested. First, she needed to get him away. Somewhere public. Somewhere he couldn't cause a scene. At a cafe, she ordered. Just get the most expensive thing on the menu. Okay, he stammered. Can I get a black forest frappuccino? The barista nodded, cheerful. Would you like whipped cream? Sure. One iced Americano, please, Naugh said, stepping up. Sang-hoon looked confused. What? You told me to order. I never said I was going to drink what you ordered. He stammered again. But I don't even like that kind of drink. Why are you spending money? She cut him off, blunt. You never paid when we were dating. Why start now? Sang-hoon pouted, defensive. Hey, that's not true. I paid all the time. I covered meals too. Wow, she replied flatly. You're really making yourself the victim now. Again. I didn't mean it like that. You're different. You're classier than other women. Why do you always insult other women to compliment me? She snapped. They argued about past cafe visits, how he always complained it was a waste of money, how he badmouthed other female customers. He'd said awful things, judging women's finances and choices. He'd praised Naugh only as long as she stayed, unlike the others. Back then, she said, I didn't want to go to cafes with you, because you embarrassed me. He tried to defend himself, claiming his remarks weren't wrong. But the truth was, his compliments were just veiled control tactics. She continued, voice cool. Once I realized how you viewed things, I became calculating too. And the more I thought about it, the more pathetic you seemed. Sang-hoon looked crushed. Don't you think you're being too harsh? You're the one who wanted this talk, she reminded him. Now listen. He pleaded. Why are you acting like a stranger? I just want us to start over. But Naugh didn't waver. I don't want to see you, ever again. Desperate, Sang-hoon begged for a second chance. I'll be better, I swear. I was just bottling up resentment. I made a mistake. A mistake, she scoffed. Even if you're willing to change, I don't have time for you. He offered. If you marry me, you can quit your job. She snapped. Why the hell would I quit my job? No, I mean you don't have to work. You can just relax at home, cook. Cooking for a household isn't relaxing, she shot back. And let me say this clearly. Keep your bullshit to yourself and stop harassing people. Sang-hoon, still in denial, tried once more. Come to me once you dump the other guy. I can wait. You never listen to a word I say, do you? She said bitterly. It's none of your business who I date. He erupted. Fuck. Just tell me if you're screwing some other bastard. She didn't flinch. Her eyes met his with cold finality.
He's right here, she said.
Naugh energetically insisted they couldn't just let this moment slip by. She declared to Sungji that they should have a team dinner and discuss things further there. Sungji looked confused. Was she suggesting a team dinner with just the two of them? But Naugh didn't hesitate. When else would we drink together if not today? She said with a playful grin, mentioning barbecue and reminding him how much he loved beef. Suddenly, a third colleague chimed in, overhearing the word team dinner and wanting to join. But Sungji brushed him off, teasing. Shouldn't a married man like you be heading home? Still, the colleague joked back, it won't be fun if it's just you two, implying that the atmosphere between Naugh and Sungji seemed a bit too intimate for comfort. Whispered gossip swirled nearby, with people speculating whether something was going on between the two. One person even mentioned Naugh had a boyfriend, but someone else quickly countered that they'd broken up long ago. Despite all the chatter, Naugh remained unfazed. There's nothing going on between us, she clarified, her tone calm. And Mr. Kwon, she added, this doesn't involve you. Mr. Kwon, however, didn't take the hint. Why are you trying so hard to hide it from me? He asked, watching her closely. Then, she abruptly walked away. Sejin, who had silently observed the drama unfold, was secretly pleased. Though the situation bothered him slightly, the amusement of watching it play out in real time outweighed his irritation. Being compared to the other two men didn't sting. He was just glad he wasn't as pathetic as them. Meanwhile, Nail's ex, Sang-hoon, suddenly showed up. His voice cut through the tension, demanding, Is he the bastard you're screwing behind my back? Nail was stunned. People turned to stare. Embarrassed, she snapped, You're the one making a scene? Shut the hell up. But Sang-hoon only grew louder. Oh, so you are ashamed, he taunted. You must be feeling guilty. No, she shouted back. You're just being embarrassing. Why are you yelling? He asked smugly. Can't we just talk like normal people? Sejin leaned back in amusement, now fully invested in the chaos. So this is what it's like with sound, he thought to himself. He preferred silent observation, but even he had to admit, watching this unfold live had its charm. Mr. Kwon then tried to assert his presence. People are watching. Either leave or go sit far away. But instead of leaving, he sat down. You gave me a choice, he said, pretending innocence. I was being polite, Naugh replied coldly. You're my superior. I asked you to leave. Oh, he grinned. So, you want me to get lost? Yes. That wiped the smirk off his face for a second, but he covered it up. You shouldn't talk to your boss like that, you might hurt their feelings. Nail's patience was cracking.
Please.
Leave. But Kwon mocked her again. Speak up. I can't hear you. She tried again, whispering through gritted teeth. Leave. His smugness only grew. Calm down, Miss Kim. Don't get upset. Sang-hoon then exploded again. What the hell are you doing with that guy? Nail, now fed up, replied plainly, as you can see, we're holding hands. Rage burned in Sang-gun's eyes. Why? I wasn't talking to you, Sejin added, coolly dismissing Sang-gun's rant. I see, Sejin muttered sarcastically. I overlooked the fact that you're dumb. Sang-gun's fists clenched. What did you just say? We've made it clear, Sejin replied. It's exactly what it looks like. Desperate, Sang-hoon turned to Nail. Say something. Explain this. What kind of twisted situation is this? Nail didn't respond. Inside, she only had one thought. I don't want to explain anything. I just want to disappear off the face of this planet. Sang-gun's voice shook with fury. Tell me why that guy's sitting next to you, and why you're holding his damn hand. He wasn't letting up. Spill everything, Nail. But Nail remained calm, brushing her hair back, unfazed. Why should I explain myself to you? She replied flatly. Also, stop yelling. You're being loud. Sang-hoon snapped back. You're the one being loud. Then Sungji cut in smoothly. Actually, both of you are being loud. Still furious, Sang-hoon glared. So, how long have you two been seeing each other? Nail rolled her eyes. I'm not seeing him. I just started working at Barn Communications 2 years ago. That sets Sang-hoon off. 2 years? He yelled, now more confused. Then what the hell is he talking about? Sungji calmly added, the guy you're yelling at just wants an explanation, Miss Kim. There's nothing to explain, Nail said with finality. We're co-workers. That's all. It wasn't technically a lie, because even now, she wasn't sure they were anything more. Sang-hoon stared at her, skeptical. Just a colleague? This guy. Then he turned to Sungji. If you two are nothing, then how come she was? He paused, his words turning crude. On top of me. Nail snapped. Enough. Let go of my hand. But he wasn't done. Wow, I didn't know you were so easy, Miss Kim. She glared. Be quiet, Sang-hoon shouted. So, what did you do with him? Were you cheating on me? At the office. Sungji leaned back, amused. Yeah, we saw each other every day, except weekends, Mr. Kwon. That twisted Sang-gun's thoughts. Every day? You only saw me once a week. Exactly, he continued mocking. So, I guess you met me on weekends out of guilt. Nail sighed. He's talking about seeing me at work. That's where I see him every day. But Sang-hoon wasn't hearing it. So, if you've known each other for 2 years, then this wasn't some rebound. You were cheating on me. Nail repeated herself. I started working at Barn 2 years ago. Sungji smirked. Just look at his face. He still thinks you were cheating on him with me. He continued sarcastically, so let's get this straight. She dumped me because she was tired of dating you? Sang-gun's face twisted. So, I was the side guy all along? Then, he got personal. Looks aren't everything, you know. Sungji raised an eyebrow. Oh, then what is? Competence. Sang-hoon shouted. That's what matters in a man. You? You work at some small ad agency. What do you even have? Sungji stayed calm. I'm guessing you think your looks will last forever? You think you're all set just because you've got a face and a job? Sang-hoon growled. But Sungji didn't flinch. Now that I've met you, I'm not worried at all. That lit a fire. How dare you talk down to me when you're younger than me? Sungji tilted his head. What can I say? You're just a rude old man with no manners. And no competence. Sang-hoon roared. That's what's important. Competence. Sungji leaned back again. Can't hear you. Sang-hoon barked. Women only like you for your face. One day, you'll be old and useless. To which Sungji calmly replied, Still can't hear you. Must be because you're ugly. That was the final straw. Sang-hoon lunged at him. You piece of. Sungji didn't budge. So you do know you're ugly. Nail suddenly stood up. I'm not going anywhere. Sungji turned to her. Let's just leave. Come on. But Nail shook her head. I've never done anything to be ashamed of while I was with you, she told Sang-hoon. So, what does it even matter now? You broke up with me, and I accepted that. Sang-hoon tried again, his voice desperate now.
Nail.
Wait. She turned to Sungji. Please get his hand off me, Sang-hoon shouted as Sungji pulled him back. What the hell do you think you're doing? Nail calmly explained to the crowd. My colleague here was just trying to help because my ex was putting me in a bad spot, though clearly he wasn't much help in the end. She turned to Sang-hoon one last time. Stop calling. Stop showing up. Just stay away. Sang-gun's voice cracked. So, I'm just an ex-boyfriend to you now? Exactly, she replied. Go live your life. Forget about me. As Nail turned to leave, Sungji paused. Sorry, he said politely. I should have introduced myself when we first met. He gave Sang-hoon a cold, unwavering stare. Now you know who I am. And I know that you've harassed my employee. He stepped closer, voice sharp. If you ever show your face near our office again, I'll call the cops. Nail sat slouched over the table, her cheeks flushed and eyes glassy. Clearly, the alcohol had gotten to her. She grumbled, frustration bubbling out between gulps. Does he really think I didn't have any complaints? She muttered. He broke his promises all the time. Company dinners, late-night rides for his drunk boss. Her voice wavered, bitterness creeping in. That time he left me stranded at a theater at 1 a.m., and I still tried to be understanding. Why did I have to be so patient? Across from her, Kwon sighed. What does it matter now? You two broke up. Do you really think it's that easy? She snapped. Yes, he replied flatly. It's over. Accept it. But Nail was lost in her thoughts. He used to work late all the time, even when he wasn't busy. And I had my own schedule too. Why was it always on me to understand? Are you talking about him or about me now? Kwon asked, raising an eyebrow. She ignored the question. He'd go drinking with coworkers all night.
How was I supposed to feel about that?
Her voice rose, slurring slightly. It was suspicious, right? Kwon nodded thoughtfully. Yeah, I'd say it sounds pretty shady. Her voice softened, almost trembling now. He never thought I was disappointed or anxious, but I was. I just never said anything. I thought I didn't have the right. Kwon leaned back, his tone sharp. You're the one who lowered your standards to date someone beneath you. He had no right to complain about you, Nail. Nail blinked. For the first time in 2 years, his words struck a chord. That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me, she smiled. He rolled his eyes. I wasn't trying to be nice. Just stating facts. But it's true, she laughed. Why did I ever feel guilty? I deserve so much better, right? You do, Kwon agreed bluntly. Honestly, I never understood what you saw in him. You didn't, she asked, a little defensively. He looks like garbage. He's stupid. No common sense. And that face. I'm amazed you could even look at him. She gave a weak chuckle. Aren't you being a little harsh? What's really amazing, Kwon continued, is that you're still defending him. Are you stupid? Nail sighed. He was nice at the beginning. Nice? Kwon scoffed. Anyone can fake nice for a few months. I mean, really early on, she trailed off. But I don't even try to act nice, right? He asked, smirking. Exactly. And please don't start. If you ever tried to act sweet, it'd give me goosebumps. Ouch, he winced. Brutal. And anyway, she added, you keep bringing him up. Why? Because you should date someone decent for once, he snapped. Not losers. Why do you care about who I date? She challenged. It's my life. Was your last relationship fulfilling? He asked coolly. She looked away. That's what I thought, he said, standing up. You've had enough to drink. No, my booze, she wailed as he took her glass. You only got 5 drinks in because I stopped you from getting more. You're already wasted. You can't just tell me to stop drinking. I can. I'm your boss. Naugh threw her arms up in frustration. Why are you pulling the boss card now? We're not even at work. If you're going to act like this, she huffed, then just leave. Sungji, calm as ever, replied, exactly what I'm saying. We should go.
She glared.
You should go. I'm staying. I'll head home after a few more drinks. He looked her over and scoffed. In that state? No way you're getting home alone. He pulled out his phone. I already called a driver. Just wait here. Ugh. You could have just called me a taxi, she mumbled. You drank with me, after all. He raised an eyebrow. Out of the 6 bottles on this table, you drank 4. And 1.5 of those were soju. You're not walking anywhere. She let out a tired sigh. Come on, cut me some slack. You know today's been rough. No one asked you to have a rough day, he replied, unmoved. Ack, she groaned. At the very least, admit you made it worse. He didn't deny it.
Fine.
I did. On purpose. Like I said to that loser earlier, I was trying to help. I only said that so Sang-hoon would back off, she snapped. You weren't helping at all, Mr. Kwon. From start to finish. It might not have been the kind of help you wanted, he said casually, but it worked. Don't be ridiculous, she shot back. If it weren't for you, I would have ended things way sooner. You kept throwing him off with your nonsense. Well, he admitted, you're right about that. See, this is all your fault. Even so, he began, voice quieter now. First of all, we did sleep together, so I wasn't misleading him. Second, what right does that bastard have to guilt-trip you? You two are done. I just didn't want to give him the wrong idea, she said, suddenly serious. I'm scared he'll harass me more or spread rumors that I cheated on him. Her voice faltered. Stuff like this has happened before. I've worked so hard, and I don't want a single rumor to undo all of it. Sungji leaned forward. You're not giving him a reason. He's just making stuff up in his head. I can't afford any more mistakes, Naugh whispered. If I can't end this cleanly, if something bad happens, everyone will blame me. He met her gaze. If he's the problem, stop looking for fault in yourself. She stared at him, stunned. How are you saying everything I've always wanted to hear?
And why?
Her voice cracked. This is bad. You're the one I was trying to blame, Mr. Kwon. Tears welled in her eyes. I think I'm gonna cry. She clutched her forehead, half laughing, half crying. I can't believe you're the one comforting me right now. Is this the alcohol? Or, he smirked, you and I are a package deal. If you blame yourself, you're blaming me too. She blinked. Since when were we a package deal? In this case, he replied. This is insane, she muttered. It has to be the alcohol. You just need to spread worse rumors about that pathetic loser, he said, deadpan. Or, I'll find you a lawyer. You can sue him. She shook her head. I wouldn't sue someone over something like this. Why not? Just show the police his texts. They'd throw him in a cell. Changing the subject, she said. Anyway, I told him that our relationship is exactly what it looks like. I never said we were dating, or that we've been sleeping together. Hey now, he interrupted. In the end, that idiot just jumped to his own conclusions. She rubbed her temples. Talking to you gives me a headache, and I already feel sick from the alcohol. Anyway, she exhaled. You should know you weren't very helpful today. Oh, I mean it. Please stop interfering in my personal life from now on. Well, he shrugged, I beg to differ. What are you doing? She asked, confused. I beg to differ even more, he smirked. She stood up. I'll just catch a taxi. No need to take me anywhere. Who said I was giving you a ride home, Miss Kim? Huh. I'm taking you with me. To where? To my place. She froze. Wait, what? Why would I go to your place? We don't have that kind of relationship. We have the kind where we sleep together, don't we? Her voice went shrill. Why are you saying that here? In public. Are you crazy? He looked serious now. And, besides, why were you even thinking of going back to your place alone? That bastard knows where you live. She went quiet. Didn't it occur to you it might be dangerous? Just then, the driver arrived. The car's here. Let's go. Oh, wait, why am I? Where are we? Her head spun as she stumbled into the car. Are we headed to Mr. Kwan's place right now? Her thoughts spiraled. Get a grip, Naugh. What is happening? Then everything hit her all at once. Oh no, I think I'm gonna puke. Naugh slowly stirred awake, her head throbbing with a dull ache. Her eyes fluttered open, and then froze. Why is my head on Mr. Kwan's lap? His hand gently rested against her forehead, cool and comforting. Despite the confusion, his touch felt oddly soothing. In her dazed state, fragmented thoughts swirled through her mind. You never told him what really happened between you and your ex. Was that for his sake? Were you protecting his fragile ego? Or are you still hung up on that guy? Even questioning herself felt exhausting. No matter the reason, she thought bitterly, you're way out of his league. You shouldn't feel regret. You shouldn't even think about being considerate towards someone like that. He doesn't deserve it. Then, another memory surfaced. Her ex's voice, condescending and cold. Do you really need to keep working at that company? Sure, money is nice, but you're a woman, Naugh. You'll quit once you have a child anyway. Don't ruin your body before marriage. You're at the age where you should be dating, thinking about marriage. Not overworking yourself like this. If you still want to work after having a baby, that's just selfish. His words echoed in her mind like a bad dream. Suddenly, she heard a voice cut through her mental fog.
Hey, get a grip.
I'm your last chance. Wake up. Her eyelids fluttered again. This time, clarity began to return. That voice, it's Mr. Kwan. She looked around. This wasn't a hotel room, and definitely not her apartment. Where even am I? Knowing Kwan's standards, she doubted he'd stay somewhere like a cheap motel, which meant this must be his place. Then his voice came again, more casual now. You hungry? She blinked at him, still groggy. Huh. I asked if you wanted food, he repeated, raising an eyebrow. Naugh scrambled upright, startled. Wait, why are you suddenly doing something else? Did I miss your question or something? A new wave of anxiety hit her. What even happened yesterday? She clutched her head, trying to recall. The last clear memory she had was drinking a lot. Everything after that was hazy. I said we should leave, but you insisted on staying and drinking more, Kwan said calmly, watching her spiral. You even told me to leave on my own. Naugh groaned. I must have completely lost my mind. Good, he replied dryly. At least you're aware. Ugh, Mr. Kwan, she muttered. Why am I even here? Do you even know where here is? He asked. Your place, she guessed. Correct. She tried again to recall what happened, but her mind remained blank past the point she started drinking. I really don't remember anything, she admitted. Kwan studied her for a moment, his expression unreadable. Forget about it then, he said quietly. If that makes you feel better. That only made her more suspicious. Wait, what exactly happened? Why would forgetting it make me feel better? You said you didn't remember, he answered simply. But that doesn't mean I don't want to know, she argued. Kwan exhaled, muttering, I should have recorded everything you said last night. She blinked, confused. Excuse me? He leaned back, tone suddenly teasing. Would have been useful to take a picture of your face, too, when you were getting all lewd. She stared at him, mouth agape. What? I didn't, obviously, he added flatly. I'm not that kind of guy. Still flustered, she tried to make sense of it all. Why, you said I did embarrassing things, she stammered. More than just a couple, he said, smirking slightly. No way, she whispered, shaking her head. There's no way I let you see me like that. Not at this age. Not after everything. But Kwan's words cut through her denial. You were pretty eager, too. Her face turned crimson. Why, you're such a pervert. He just smiled, unfazed.